حاضرین گرامی، به تالار وبینارها و کنفرانس‌های دانشگاه آنلاین زن خوش آمدید. تیم تکنیکی عملیات وبینارها و کنفرانس‌های تصدی نشرات آنلاین محترمانه از تمامی اشتراک کنندگان و برگزار کنندگان برنامه موارد ذیل را جهت حفظ و تنظیم امور تقاضا می نمایند. 1. برای مهمانان و دستاندارکاران برنامه که به صورت مستقیم در آجندا سهیم هستند، رول و یا نقش کوهاست داده شده است که دارای یک سلسله مسئولیت‌ها و صلاحیت‌هایی است که می‌خواهیم متوجه آن باشید. لطفاً در بخش‌های هاست منیجمنت که شامل روشن و خاموش نمودن مایک‌های سایر حاضرین، صلاحیت‌های کامره و صفحه، صلاحیت‌های ریاکشن و چت باکس و حاضری و اجازه‌نامه ورود می باشد مداخله ننمایید. این بخش مربوط تیم تکنیکی دانشگاه می شود. ضمناً در صورت روشن ماندن مایک‌های حاضرین و یا بیرون نمودن اشخاص و افراد ناخواسته از جلسه اقدام ننمایید. در صورتی که تعداد اشتراک کنندگان به حد اعظم برسد، تیم تکنیکی برای ثبات و نظم جلسه لینک را بسته نموده و ممکن در حدود 50 ست اضافی را به شکل رزرو خالی نگه دارد. از این رو در صورت آمدن درخواست‌های اشتراک شما اقدام به اکسپت نکنید. از همه مهمتر این که اگر می‌خواستید جلسه را نسبت به هر مشکلی ناخواسته و قبل از مدت زمان معین ترک نمایید و یا به هر دلیل که شده است، لطفاً از فشار دادن گزینه End the call for everyone که بعد از کنسل برایتان ظاهر می شود جداً خودداری نمایید. حتی ترجیح می دهیم که از گزینه کنسل به صورت کلی پرهیز کنید و مستقیما تب و یا برنامه گوگل میتتان را کلوز یا بسته کنید. 2. از سایر حاضرین و اشتراک کنندگان در برنامه تقاضا به عمل می آوریم تا پیام های چت باکس را صرفاً غرض سوالات و مسائل مرتبط به برنامه استفاده نمایند. هرگاه معلومات غیر مرتبط توسط افراد پرسیده شد، ممکن شخص مذکور از جلسه حذف گردد. بر علاوه از همه حاضرین جدا تقاضا به عمل می آید تا از علامت بلند نمودن دست هرگز در جریان برنامه استفاده نکنند. این گزینه صرف در بخش سوالات و جوابات مورد استفاده قرار می گیرد. شما می توانید جهت ابراز نظرتان از بخش ریاکشن ها استفاده کنید و در استفاده از آن نیز منصفانه عمل نمایید. لازم به ذکر است که هرگاه در جریان برنامه ارتباطتان قطع شد و یا بیرون شدید، دوباره می توانید از طریق لینک اصلی وارد شوید. همچنان اگر با کدام مشکل تکنیکی برخوردید، می توانید با مدیر صاحب مربوط که با شما لینک برنامه را شریک ساخته است در تماس شوید و اگر مشکل اساسی داشته باشید، آنها تیم نشرات را در جریان خواهند گذاشت. 3. آجندای برنامه با سایر اشتراک کنندگان از قبل در اشتراک گذاشته شده است. از این رو تغییرات در آن و یا درخواست تغییر در روند آجندا سبب مشکلات برای تیم عملیات وبینارها و کنفرانس‌ها خواهد شد و سایر مقامات دانشگاهی تقاضا به عمل می آید که در این زمینه با ما همکار باشند. تشکر از حضور پربارتان. خوش آمدید.
In the name of Almighty Allah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. President and founder of the university, Professor Abdul Farid Solangi, Deputy Officers, Deputy of Academic Affairs, Muhammad Suhaila Irfani, Deputy of Students Affairs, Ms. Adela Zamoni, Deputy of Administrative, respected members of the Leadership Board, Dr. Muhammad Zarif Alam Istanakzai, Dr. Zamir Zamani, Ms. Faiza Zirak, Diploma Saeed Ahmad Ibrahimi, Dr. Nasratullah, Ms. Bahara Atai, Deans of Faculties, Honorable Heads, Managers, estimated professors, dear students, and distinguished guests present at this webinar. I am Anosha Shams, and I'm honored to serve as your host for today's webinar. Thank you for joining us as we come together to exchange knowledge and ideas in this enriching session. To begin our program with blessings, I invite Ms. Zahra Mirzad to present recitation of the Holy Quran. Ms. Mirzad, please go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا إنا خلقنا الإنسان من نطفة أمشاج نبتليه فجعلناه سميعا بصيرا إنا هديناه السبيل إما شاكرا وإما كفورا إنا أعتدنا للكافرين سلاسل وأغلالا وسعيرا صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الأمين الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.
Jazakumullahu khaira. Thank you, Ms. Zahra Mirzad, for such a heartfelt recitation. Let's now move forward with our agenda. At the starting moments of webinar, it is my privilege to introduce our university, our huge innovations, excellence in academic destinations. Allow me to briefly highlight our mission, vision, and key achievements. Introduction of Women Online University. Women Online University was established in 2022 by a group of young and aware individuals who recognize the need to provide educational opportunities to deprived Afghan girls. With the support of respected scholars and successful managers, including Professor Abdul Farid Solangi and Ms. Farida Haidari, it emerged as the largest and first online university in Afghanistan and the region. Women Online University offers ungraduated programs in 14 faculties, including medicine, engineering, computer science, Sharia, law and political science, economics, journalism, psychology, agricultural, language and literature, education, and more. It also has 2 electronic libraries, 1 general and 1 medical, making it the largest and technological research center online. The university offers short-term and long-term courses to enhance the capacity of professors and students and continue to provide webinars and seminars every week with more than 500 experts, professors, and students participating. In order to speed up the delivery services to students and researchers, Women Online University has launched its official website. The university has a team of professors, experts, and experienced staff from all over the world who had joined this institution through online classes. The Scientific Conference Center is the largest scientific and technological research conference in Afghanistan, attracting the significant numbers of professors, experts, and students. It can be considered the largest scientific and specialized conference in Afghanistan. Women Online University successfully provided educational services to more than 14,000 students without any financial cost. It also announced its readiness to offer more educational services to students in future semesters. Thank you. Now we turn to our next segment. It is an honor to welcome Dr. Zamir Ismarai, a distinguished member of our leadership team, to deliver the opening speech. Dr. Ismarai, please proceed.
Hello, a very good evening to everyone. I'm very pleased and delighted to be here with you as we explore the practical and impactful ways to save energy in our daily life. First of all, I will say a big thanks to Dr. Johnson, who just held this webinar for us today. As we gather today, we do so in the face of growing challenges, rising energy costs, and most important, a disaster that every country in the world, where it's developing or a developed country, face this disaster is called climate change. But there is the good news. Each of us has the power to make a difference today by adapting a smarter energy habits at home that we're going to learn today. We not only reduce our carbon footprint, but also save money and contribute to the more sustainable future for everyone who lives on Earth. That is the most important things. This webinar is about the empowerment of every individual who attend to this webinar today. It's about taking a small, maybe a very small, actionable steps that collectively lead to a big changes, not to your home, but especially to the world as well. I know we are located in a geographical place called Afghanistan, but still, we need to know these small steps and small things to make a difference, not only for our country, but also for the rest of the world. Because that is a very important thing that every human being nowadays work on it. So whether it's learning how to optimize our use of appliance, maybe, or how to use natural resources like sunlight, or understanding benefit of energy efficient technologies. Today's session will equip you with the tools and insights to create meaningful change right where you are. I mean, your homes. That is a big achievement for everyone. That is a pathway for us that we are sitting at home and we achieve this just right where you are. That is a very wonderful thing. We are fortunate to have a lineup and valuable tips and discussion ahead. And I encourage you to actively participate, every single of you. Ask questions, take notes, and think how you can implement these ideas that Mr. Johnson will tell us in our daily lives. How you can implement these ideas in your own household. And remember, change begins with awareness. If we have a proper awareness from someone who has a spatial talent on that, I can say, the spatial expertise on that, like Mr. Johnson, that leads to actions. And we have to put those ideas, those discussion, and those tips that we are doing right now, we have to put that in action. So I'm not going to talk more. So let's embark this journey together. By the end of this webinar, my hope is that each of you will feel inspired and prepared to make your homes more energy efficient, more sustainable, and more importantly, as I mentioned in my talking, that the world is suffering right now from that is climate change. We need to work towards an eco-friendly environment, and that starts from where you are right now, from where we are sitting at homes. It starts from there that we have to take a step. But anyway, thank you so much once again from our honorable guest, Dr. Johnson, and thank you for joining us today in this webinar. I hope that everyone understands how important is this webinar for us, that we can create a change not only for ourselves but for others as well. So I will. So let's get it started. Thank you very much also to give me this opportunity to talk about this important things a bit, not too much. But anyway, I'm so excited and I'm so inspired, and I can't wait to see what Dr. Johnson has to present to us. So I will leave the space for the next on journey. So but let's get it started, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Samir Ismarai, for your inspiring and thought-provoking remarks. Let us continue with the next segment. In this part of our webinar, we will know more about our honored guest through a specially created video presentation by our media team. Media team, the stage is yours.
He is a brilliant figure in the world of engineering in India. His work is wise and profoundly meaningful. His name is Prof. Johnson, teacher in electrical engineering with research passion in control system studies. Presently, postdoctoral in the technology management at the University of Kerala, India. Received PhD from the University of Kerala in 2019 in aerospace and control system. More than 18 years of experience in teaching, research, industry and administration levels. Hold a various position in government and private engineering colleges and department heads, PG coordinators. In public and private industrial sector as engineer in government department and system administration. Recipient of the prestigious Aerospace Engineering Division Prize International Award in 2014 from the Institution of Engineering India. Founder of academic startup MS Future Teach Solutions registered under Industries Department of Kerala. 2 patent application publications and more than 20 research articles are published in various international journals and conference proceedings. Worked as resource person and speaker in many conferences and webinars, attended in more than 100 workshop seminars. Received many found projects from God in India and Kerala. Member of many professional organizations like IE, KAS, ECS, and etc. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you to our media team for this insightful and engaging presentation. Let's proceed to the core content of today's webinar. In this part of webinar, I would like to ask Dr. Johnson White to continue the program. Professor Johnson, mic is yours. Please proceed with the program.
Good evening, all. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody. Myself, Dr. Johnson. As I was introduced earlier, I am from India, a small state, namely Kerala, in the southern part of India. And I got this opportunity through some of the friends connected with Women Online University. And I thank the venture like this, the Women Online University, first of its kind in the world. And I hope that many female students will get benefited due to this prestigious venture. So, sorry, I think many of you had waited for this webinar. I am actually presenting some new topics, especially useful for the women students or females, especially in their homes. It is connected with the energy conservation tips. So most of the people, all of you are most of the time in your home. And you people, the female or the woman people have more control over the home energy practices. So you have to learn a lot how to conserve energy in that aspect. Since I have some difficulty in locating the proper PPT for the energy conservation practices, so I am rather sharing a different topic here. But even though I will mostly I will switch on to the energy practices, energy conservation tips. So first of all, I will go to the connected websites and share some discussions with you. And then after, I will come back to another topic, that is the power production and conservation from solar energy. The solar energy I have selected because it is one of the strongest and the newer renewable energy in the world, so that the future world will be benefited from the solar energy area. So I think I have the permission to share or present some topics with you. Shall I get the permission here? Can you able to present or share the screen?
Yes, sir. You can share your screen if you like, but we have
Okay.
already shared your PowerPoint to the students. If you like, we can close this page.
Okay, okay, thank you. Hope you can see this area. Can you see this new page?
No, sir. We do not have your screen, but if you have shared it, there's lots of audience, and it will delay the sharing process. It may be it will take like a minute or so we could see it.
Oh, I think you can see it, right?
Right now, no. Unfortunately, we don't have anything. But we have your presentation, that PDF file that you have shared with us, and our technical team has already shared it, and we can see that. If you would like to present from there, if you don't mind, or we can wait for you to share your screen. Both options are okay.
Okay, sir. I will try to share the presentation topic here. If not possible, I will switch on to this topic. Okay.
Okay, no problem, sir. We will wait.
Okay. Yes, sir. Now is it possible to view, sir?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay. So we start from some basics, and I think that me and you people are from different countries or having different cultures. So there is some mismatch between us in the energy consumption or conservation or that practices. So first I will discuss about the basic electrical items like bulbs. So here you can see a conducting bulb, a glass bulb. I think most of the homes in your country may be having this type of device, but it's actually an old technology, and the newer lights are replaced on this incandescent bulb. So first, let us watch this bulb, and I will give you, or I will share the information regarding this. So this is an incandescent bulb, and having a conducting wire inside it, conducting wire, and there is a glass envelope here, and there is a tungsten filament. Sir, Is it? Can you following this? My voice and
Yes,
this.
yes, sir. Completely.
Okay.
You can go on.
Okay. Okay. So this is a glass envelope, and the tungsten filament is here, and the gas is inside this bulb. And you know that this is a conducting wire. Conducting wire means the current is passing through this wire, and when the current passes through this wire, this this wire will glow. This wire will glow, and the light from this wire, due to its heat, it is heated, and that light we can see. So this is the one of the oldest technology in the world in light. This light is found, invented by Thomas Alva Edison. You know, he's the very famous scientist from United States in the last century. So what is the advantage or disadvantage with this type of bulb? The first thing is that it has only 10% efficiency. Only 10% efficiency. That means if you apply 100% input to this bulb, you will get light only 10%. That means the efficiency is only 10%. And the light produced from this bulb is very, very less as compared to the heat. So when we touch this type of bulbs, what happens? We get a heating effect. The light coming out of this bulb is very, very low. And this bulb has a lifespan of around 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours of lifespan. And in here in our country, the energy is measured in units, kilowatt hour. Maybe in there also, I think so. Kilowatt hour is the unit. And this bulb has a capacity, say 60 watts. It is expressed in watts, 60 watts. And when this bulb is light on for 16 hours, more than 16 hours, if it is switched on, we consume 1 unit of electrical energy. So this is some basics regarding the incandescent bulb. This bulb is known as incandescent bulb. So I think that you have some idea regarding this. If then I will switch on to the CFL bulb. What is a CFL bulb? Most of you saw this, and this is a form of CFL bulb. CFL stands for fluorescent lamp, compact fluorescent lamp. And this bulb, there are many configurations are available, like you can see in these figures, various types of configurations. And what is common, or what is the peculiarity of this type of light bulbs? So we saw a 60-watt common bulb, incandescent bulb earlier. For getting that much energy, that much that much light energy, equivalent to that 60 watts of common bulb, we need simple 14 watts of CFL bulb. That is enough. That is a 14 watt CFL bulb will give the similar or equivalent light, equivalent to a 60 watt common bulb. So that means it has 1/4 of its value, 1/4. And the duration or the working duration is 8,000 hours. Earlier it was 10,000 hours. And one problem with this type of device is there is a mercury vapor inside this bulb. There is a mercury vapor. Mercury is very much harmful to our life. So suppose if the life is over, so we don't throw this bulb out of our home to the field. Why? Because if it breaks, the mercury components will emit from this type of bulb, and that will mix with the water in our home or nearby. So when it mixes with water, what happens? It will affect our brain system, our nervous system. So never throw it outwards. Only if it is over, its working is over, we will keep it the safe place. So this is the second type of technology, but this is also coming to obsolete or not useful nowadays. So what is the new type of bulbs now we are using? It is LED bulb. LED bulbs. So I think this is also the common in your area. This is LED bulb. You can see, and as compared to the earlier two bulbs, the same light, if we want, we need a bulb of 7 watts LED bulb only. 7 watts LED bulb. So that is just half of the CFL bulb capacity. And the working hours is 10,000 times the common bulb. That is 50,000 hours. 50,000 hours of working capacity it had. There is no component which is against the nature. So we can use it. If it happens some faulty conditions, we can nothing happens out of it, or it doesn't have any mercury or some other like poisonous gases. Nothing is there. But the only problem is that it has some price. Price is more as compared to the earlier ones. So price is very high. I don't know the exact price there, but if you prefer good light, then preferably you should select this LED bulbs. So if anyone having bulbs like incandescent or fluorescent or CFL like that, you please switch on to this new technology, that is the LED, light emitting diode. It stands for light emitting diode. So now I discuss some common features or some things which have to be kept in your mind, or you should keep this thing in your mind or in your working or in your home when you are at home. Regarding the light, your home, the walls of your home, inside your home, there are walls. That walls should be painted with white paints. That should be painted with white paints. What is the use of painting with white paints? It is because the white surfaces will reflect the light very easily, and the reflection is more. You get more white light or more good light performance if the paint you have used is white. And in the daytime, no need to use bulbs, because we should get maximum sunlight from the outwards, maximum sunlight from outwards into the home, so that we should open our windows and doors always open. And there are some reflectors around the bulb. If that is so, you should clean such reflectors with a good towel. And suppose if you go to a shop and search this type of bulbs, then you can see some labeling is there, like the standards like BEE. In India, we have BEE, means Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Such similar types of ratings are there in the bulbs. So you search it and confirm that such ratings, standard ratings, confirmed by the government, is there. And also you use task lighting. Task lighting is what is that? Task lighting is to focus the light into a particular area. For example, your students or you people, your kids are studying some things, books in your homes. And at that time, we can use table lamps. That table lamps will focus the light into that particular location. That is called task lighting. So you can use such task lighting. So far we have covered the LED bulbs, the fluorescent lamps, the incandescent lamps, etc. And I will introduce one more bulb, that is 0-watt bulb. Most of you have heard that. What is 0-watt bulb? 0-watt bulb, with the name we can say it has having 0 watts. Watt is the unit of or its capacity. 0-watt means the capacity of that bulb is 0. But it is not like that. It has some particular capacity. Its capacity is nearly 15 watts, 15 watts. So if you switch on this type of bulbs, it is consumed at the rate of 16 watts. So that will cost more energy, that will consume more energy. So by cheating with this name, the 0-watt bulb, we are forced to run it or light it every time. Whenever you use it, its power or its energy output is more. So this is more than the LED bulb. So LED bulb will consume less power as compared to these types of bulbs. So these are the different types of 0-watt bulbs. So I think you have some idea about the bulbs. And due to some time limit constraints, I will quickly move on to the fan. So fan is a very common device used in every home because you can say in summer season we are having very much uncomfortable if there is no fan in your home. So what is considerations you should take in purchasing or selecting a fan? You know that the fan capacity, always all devices have a capacity. Fan capacity is from 40 watts onwards, 40. Capacity of fan is 40 watts onwards. Can you see the figures here or images here? Hello?
Yes, sir, we have your voice.
Okay, can you see this image?
Yes, sir. There's no problem. Everything's okay.
Maybe due to net problem. Okay. Okay. Anyway, shall I continue with my voice?
Sorry, sir. Could you repeat? What did you say?
Shall I continue with my voice? The voice, if you can
Yeah.
hear the voice.
Yes.
Okay.
It's loud and clear. Thank you.
Then I will continue because some network connectivity is there because big high rain is going on in that place. Take that.
Dear all, during the internet issue, Professor just left the meeting. He will join as soon as possible. Please wait.
دوستا و اشتراک کننده بزرگوار، خدا کنه که صحتمند باشین. من میخوایم به زبان دری ترجمه بکنم. استاد بزرگوار ما گفتن که یک کم باران است و آب و هوا یک کم خراب است در محل که زندگی میکنن. به مو دلیل فکر کنم دچار مشکل اینترنتی و تکنیکی شدن. ما برشان پیام گذاشتیم، انشالله که فعلا هم آنلاین هستن. دوباره مراجعه خواهد کردن. برای 5 دقیقه از شما وقت میخوایم که استند بای باشین. بعد از 5 دقیقه انشالله که تصمیم خواهد گرفتیم که بریم به طرف بخش سوالات. و اگر دوباره استاد بزرگوار ما حضور پیدا نکردن، کوشش میکنیم که جلسه رو به طرف اختتام و سوالات ببریم که از طرف اعضای رهبری دانشکده انجینری که جناب رئیس و آمر صاحب دیپارتمنت شان هستن، باز خواهشمند هستیم که این بخش همراه ما همکاری بکنن. بر فعلا منتظر میشینیم.
تشکر میکنم فقیه صاحب. جناب رئیس صاحب، تا وقتی که مهمان ما دوباره حضور پیدا میکنن، مایک به شما میدیم اگر کدام گفتنی داشته باشین.
سلام به همه. امیدوار هستم خوب و صحتمند باشی. خوشحال هستم که شما را با خود داریم. همینگونه که قبل از همه سلام عرض میکنم به تمام عزیزانی که حضور دارند. دکتر صاحب ضمیر بزرگوار که امروز ما با خود داریم مصروف می باشن و قدر درجه و ما نیست نمی باشن، امروز فرصت گذاشتن. و تمام عزیزان از اعضای هیئت رهبری دانشگاه گرفتگی تا استادان بزرگوار و همچنان مدیر صاحبان عزیز و همه بزرگوارانی که تشریف دارند. عزیزان، همونگونه که ما وعده کردیم و وعده داده بودیم وقتی که آغاز کردیم تا به اینجایی که رسیدیم، گفتیم که ما دانشگاه آنلاین زن فرامرزی میسازیم. ما میبینیم که گام هایی را که برمیداریم برای فرامرزی شدن برداشتیم. همینگونه که وعده کردیم که شما را از اندوخته ها، اندیشه های خوبترین پروفیسورها برخوردار میسازیم. هندوستان یکی از کشورهایی است که در سطح تحصیلات عالی، خصوصا تکنولوژی و معلوماتی و مسائل الکترونیکی، دست بالا را در سطح دنیا دارد. امروز با افتخار پروفیسور از او مهمان برنامه شما هستند و دارم بر شما توضیح میدم. این از کجا میاد که یک پروفیسوری که باید از هر لحظهش و هر ساعت و دقیقه که میخواد سیمینار داشته باشه باید پول بگیره، اما محرومیت شما دختران افغانستان پایش را به اینجا کشانده است که تا جا در خدمت شما باشه. شما باید داشته باشه اگر محرومیت بسیار چیزا را از شما گرفت، اما بسیار چیزای دیگر را برای شما داده هم. هیچ چیز به حکمت وجود نداره. و یکی از چیزهایی که ما تانستیم با استفاده از دانش آنلاین از اون مستفید شویم، امی مستفید شدن از اندوخته های خوبترین پروفیسور خواستن. ما در صحبت های همکاران ما در صحبت هایشان همیشه یاد کردیم که ما شما را به خوبترین متخصصین، خوبترین پروفیسورها، خوبترین دانشمندان در جای افغانستان و سایر نقاط دنیا وصل می‌سازیم. امروز خوشبخت هستیم که با او وعده که دیروز داده بودیم عمل کردیم. شمس صاحب فرمایید، دستان بلند است.
جهان سپاس رئیس صاحب بابت گفته های نیکتان. مهمان ما دوباره به جلسه حضور پیدا کردن. Sir, if it's possible, you can share your screen and start your program and continue, please.
Dear Professor, thank you to join us. We are happy to have you. We are so happy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to give our students time. We hope to have you in other times too.
So we talked with my students about the relation of India and Afghanistan. Thank you to have you again.
Professor, can you hear us?
ببینیم که مایکش روشن شده خاص شده.
پس دوباره به نظر من رفتن. بیشتر
خب
هم
نه
صحبت کردیم.
نه
گفتن وسیله رو تغییر میده.
برمیگردن هر وقت که آمدن باز ما را متوجه بسازین. و امروز در مورد موضوع بسیار زیاد مهم پروفسور داره صحبت میکنه که موضوع صرفه‌جویی در انرژی هست. یکی از موضوعات خیلی زیاد بحث برانگیز نه تنها در افغانستان و در تمام دنیا هست. شما وقتی که صرفه‌جویی وقتی میگم یکی از لحاظ اقتصادی است که باید او را مد نظر داشته باشیم که نباید از حد بیشتر و معیاری که مد نظر گرفته شده است از حد نیاز بیشتر مصرف کنیم. پس دومی که مصرف ما از یک طرف خود ما را متضرر میسازه، از طرف دیگر محیط ماحولی که در زندگی میکنیم متضرر میشه. شما میفهمین که امروز انرژی هایی وجود داره و از اون ما از روشناییش و یا هم از پاورش مستفید میشیم در پالوی از اینکه مزیدهای ایران داره نواقص خودش هم داره. یا بگونه میخوایم بگوییم که بگونه وقتی که ما بیشتر از استفاده کنیم باید از این میشه که پروفسور آمد بیشتر صحبت نمیکنم خودشان والا من صحبت های بیشتر نمیداشته باشن. تشکر از اینکه هستین باشین. ممنون.
ممنون شما رئیس صاحب. Professor, if you could please turn on your mic if you're able to continue the program, please.
Hello.
Hi, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. Sorry for this. Some network connectivity problem is here. So I come with another device, but here one problem here is that I can't share my PPT and screen. So I will continue with the voice. I will talk and hope you can hear and enjoy. Shall I continue, Sam?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So far we have discussed the fan technology. There is a resistor type regulator fan is available. It's having more energy consumption. So now we switch on to the electronic regulator fan. That type of fan, we have some, I discussed some issues here like bearing sound issues, the minimum distance between the ground and the leaf, at least 2.5 meters, like that. But now we are using a new technology called the BLDC technology. BLDC stands for brushless DC motor, BLDC. So what is that? BLDC technology is having 50% more efficiency as compared to the currently available fan. That means if normally if you have say 50 watts, 50 kilowatt, sorry, 50 watts of energy, watt hour of energy is consumed with the same brand or with the same rating, you have only 25 watt hour. That means half of the energy can be saved. So that is the new type of technology, BLDC fan, but it's having more cost. So if anyone having this BLDC fan is not available in your home, you please purchase these types of fans that will give you more energy efficiency. So I come to the new device, refrigerator or fridge, usually used in the kitchen area. And what are the things we have to check or to be cautious while purchasing a refrigerator. While purchasing a refrigerator, you should purchase only the model which is suitable to your family. Suppose, say, for example, if your family have five people, then you should 4 or 5 people, then you should select that type of refrigerator. For example, say 165 liters of capacity refrigerator, 165 liter. That is enough for you. You don't have to make or buy a large refrigerator. What is the use of that? There is no need. That should be according to your use. And there is a Bureau of Energy Efficiency, such regulating agencies here in India. And there is a star rated frost free refrigerator is good mostly. And the refrigerator is having 2 types of shelves. When you purchase, there is a single type of box, or there is a refrigerator with 2 half shelves. So one section is the freezer and the other one is the normal section. So what is the use of that 2 shelves or 2 halves with the separate doors? The freezer is normally we don't allow to open always, because if we open the refrigerator door several times, what happens? It will consume more energy, and the motor inside the fridge will operate every time. So what is the effect? The consumption of energy is more. So if we want to take some products, some vegetables, say for example, from the refrigerator, you have to move it out once at a time. Everything you keep it out once at a time, and you don't need to open every time. That will consume the operation of the compressor or the motor inside the fridge, so that it will consume more power. And when you keep the refrigerator, you always keep in the wind area or windy area. That is, the wind is going and coming nearby the window or door. Otherwise, what happens? It will get heated more, and that will affect the capacity or the efficiency of the refrigerator. And there is always a rubber beading near the window of the fridge. That rubber beading will deteriorate or destroy or aging. As aging happens after years, it will be deteriorate. So what is the effect out of which? The uh, the the strong bond of the window of the refrigerator and the refrigerator itself, that will be having some leaks there. So that will develop more and more. Then you don't have enough freezing in these types of fridges. So you always check it whether that rubber beading is, if it is faulty, you keep it and open it and take it out, and you apply a new rubber beading there. So that has to be checked. And when you uh, take some food items from the refrigerator, mm, that having some freezing power or freezing temperature level is very low. That should not be boiled as at the time when you take it from the fridge. So you keep it outside the fridge for some time, and after the temperature level is having or the coldness having less, at that time you should boil it. Also, you have boiled some things in your kitchen, and you don't keep it just immediately after boiling. You keep it outside, and when the temperature goes low, then only you enter such things into the refrigerator, and never open the door for more time. What happens? The temperature of the or the freezeness, the coldness of the refrigerator will go down. And you keep some bottles and fill it with water and keep it inside the refrigerator so that the coldness will remain there. So such practice is very good. And there is a thermostat uh, in the refrigerator that can be adjusted so that according to the climate condition. And never fill the refrigerator with all types of food items. So it's a very bad practice. What happens if you fill the refrigerator with all things in a tight condition? Then there will not be any airflow in the fridge. So keep it enough things in the your fridge, and you always close the products. Whenever product you keep it inside the refrigerator, you keep it closed with a lid. Otherwise, what happens? The humidity problem will happen. So if you keep or if you keep a special curry in the fridge, you keep it closed with a lid. And if you take some vegetable items, you cover it with some plastics or like that, and then keep it here. Never mix all types of foods together. So, for example, carrot, onion, or some other things, potato. Never group it together and keep it there. Never do that. Keep it separately, each one separately, and cover it. That should be the practice. And suppose in some freezer, when you check what happens, there is some ice cubes are there having clubbed together and form as a large ice cubes. It will create energy loss. So you have to defrost the freezer. There's a defrosting mechanism inside the freezer so that you can defrost. Then the ice will be melted away. And you want to get a food product from the freezer. Never take it out immediately. You keep it from the freezer to the other section of the refrigerator so that when the coldness go down, then only you get it out. And here in India, we have a voltage low level condition, which is especially from the 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. in Indian time. It's evening time. At that time, here the voltage is low because every people who went after their work, they come back to their home and start doing or switching all the light and fan so that the energy consumption is simultaneously very high at that time. So that is the peak time here. Maybe there are also such peak times how at that time you can switch off the refrigerator for at least 2, 3, or 4 hours. It will not affect its performance. But never forget to switch on again. So, for example, say evening 6 p.m., you switch off the refrigerator or fridge and stay for say 3 or 4 hours. And at the time of sleeping, say 10 p.m. or like that, then you can again switch off. It will not affect the performance or quality of the food inside the refrigerator. Okay. And so I discussed now, or so far I discussed the fridge or refrigerator. Now I move to the iron box. So iron box we have used mostly in our homes. For example, when we go out to your office or a function like marriage, whatever maybe, we take our dress and keep it or used with the iron box. So it is having one of the highest energy consumable device. Its capacity is around 500 watts. That's very, very large as compared to light or bulb or fan or like that. And so you have to reduce the timing of the iron box as much as possible. And never use the ceiling fan at that time when you take the iron box or doing the iron box. What happens? The temperature or that will be washed away, that will be left away from that location, so that you will not get enough heat or temperature to your dresses. And the dresses with with dresses having water content, you will not take for uh, ironing. That will consume more energy consumption. So such things you have always, you know that. And there is a television in most of the homes you have televisions. And some people have used a remote. They are not, they are idle people. They don't want to move or stand and switch on the television and switch off the television in between during many programs. So such people will use remote. If you sit some place, you can sit some place and take the remote, and you can switch on to many channels. And when the television seeing is over, you never off the television with a remote, or there is a standby mode in the remote, so that we can switch off or turn into standby. That will consume more power. So if you want to go out after seeing the television, you go to the switching position, you make the switch off, then only the actual closing will happen. Otherwise, there will be power consumption there. So never use a remote and off or make into standby mode. Earlier, there are CRT type, cathode ray tube type televisions are there. Now technology improves. Now it's LED televisions are there, or LCD televisions are there, that the consumption is very low. So television, now we will cover one or two devices, and then we will stop my presentation. The next one is mixie. Mixie, I think it's one of the major component, the inevitable component in the kitchen. Its motor having high speed. So when you switch on the mixie, it will create a lot of sound. It will move faster. So never use the mixie for a long time. That should be according to your need. And when you apply water in graining some things, never use water with more water. Only enough water. Use enough water. And what will happen if the water is more? It will take long time to grain. And suppose if what is the problem if the water you're pouring it is low, it will create the load of the mixie, or the mixie will be loaded more. So never use enough sorry, large amount of water or small amount of water, only enough water, that the kitchen people know about that things. And never mix items, or never touch with items in the jar. in mixes. It will create tripping the mixie. So always use a small amount of component in the jar and operate with enough water, the suitable water, and never use for long time. Usually you have to fill the jar with half amount, or half the jar is enough. If it is overloaded or underloaded, then the efficiency will be low. And one more thing is that if the voltage level of the at that time is low, never use mixes. It will create some problems. So if the voltage is good, how you find, how to check whether the voltage is low or high? You simply switch on a light, and if the light produces is moderate or having a good performance, then you think that, then you can confirm that the voltage is good. Suppose if you open a switch and see the bulb, if the light is low, the light output is low or small, then you never then you confirm that the voltage level is low. Or if you switch on a fan at that time when the voltage is low, what happens? It will rotate in a very slow manner. This is also a indication of a small voltage. So always use your mixie when the voltage is good. So this is about mixie. And I think the induction cooker is mostly used for cooking nowadays. It will consume lot of energy consumption, and that will raise your energy bill, electricity bill. So if as much as possible avoid the induction cooker, and you can use the gas, liquefied gas, cooking gas. It is actually very costless. Cost is very less. Imagine suppose in some region we have uh, the local things like the woods, such types of things are there, then you can use such woods, etc., and LPG. The induction cooker use you have to reduce as much as possible. And the last one I have to discuss is about the washing machine. It is a need of a room or a home. There are several types of washing machines are there, like manual, semi-automatic, automatic, etc. And there is two different types of washing machines. For example, one is top loading. You can give or load the machine from the top. There is another one is front loading. Front loading is what? It can uh, you can open the washing machine from the front side, and you can fill it. So two different types are there. And you know that, or you have to know that the top loading machines are having high energy consumption. So the front loading machines use very low electricity and low water as compared to the top loading machines. Okay, and also never use the washing machines with overload. Never use it. You can use as much as dresses as possible according to its capacity. If it is overloaded, it will create the damage of that machine, and you have to use the water, adequate amount of water. That also be very important. And you keep the switch on to the washing machine only after loading the washing machine. Never switch on before that. And in the evening time, when the voltage level is low, you have to never use that time. And the drying mode is also in some of the washing machines, but that you can use. Otherwise, if there are enough sunlight in your home, you can use this type of sunlight. So these are the different types of devices usually used in your homes, and I share some important energy tips, especially useful for the people or us living in home. And now I will discuss a few more things regarding the renewable energy, that is solar energy. If anyone can share the screen that I have shared, with that, then I can discuss on that. The solar energy, I have already sent you a PPT that is about solar energy. Okay, thank you. And why I am sharing this, because the renewable energy, now the world is about renewable energy. It is a world of renewable energy. And we have already used the fossil fuels, for example, the diesel, petrol, etc. That will create more carbon footprints. So the carbon footprint will create more environment pollution. So we have to reduce such types of energy devices. Now the people are switch on to the solar energy or the energy from wind or small hydroelectric projects, etc. So can you switch on to the next screen? Next screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, there are differences between green and renewable energy. Any energy type that is generated from a natural resource is a green energy. Green energy is a new concept. And you know the renewable energy like solar, wind, geothermal, etc. are there. They are somewhat similar, but there is some difference between the two. Green energy is having no carbon content. There is no carbon content, or the carbon footprint is zero. Carbon footprint is nothing but the carbon emission from a device or a thing or a creature after the energy consumption. That should be as much as possible, should be minimum. And the United Nations have a vision that our emissions need to be reduced by as much as possible. So, especially they says that by 2030, we have to reduce the emission by half, and by 2050, we have to achieve the net zero. Net zero means the carbon emission out of the energy consumption should be zero. So that is the vision of UN, United Nations. So every countries are trying to get it. Mostly the developed countries like US, China, or some such countries are there. Have they have released more carbon content, but as compared to the low level countries like or developing or underdeveloped countries like Afghanistan or like that. So the energy production, the carbon production is less in such countries. So next slide, please. Okay, next slide. So this I have already discussed that fossil fuels and green fuels. Fossil fuels are fuels which can be digged from the soil and having, for example, coal. It is digged from the soil and having higher amount of carbon content is there. Okay, next. Okay, these are different types of energy types. For example, geothermal. Geothermal energy is actually we can be tapped from the earth's crust. There's abundance of energy is available in the Earth's crust. We can tap it in the form of thermal energy, the heat of energy which can be tapped from the underground. We can take it through drilling, and it has some environmental impact is there. So, for example, according to a statement, the energy stored under USA alone is enough to produce 10 times as much electricity as coal currently can. So that much abundant energy is there, even in USA also. So that is about geothermal. And the biomass is nothing but the from that is actually taking from plants such as wood waste, sawdust, and combustible organic agricultural waste to create energy. For example, ethanol or biodiesel. Such type of energy resources are also there. Next slide. Oh, so now we moving to the solar. So for a home, we have taken electricity from the electricity grid. Some government agencies are there. They will provide an energy, electricity, but that have more value. The cost is very high. But we know that there is a sun above us. It will give us abundant electrical energy, sorry, light energy. Why can't we tap such type of energy from the sun? Just available, lot of energy is there. But in some places uh, or in some countries, its abundance is low. It may be high in some seasons like summer seasons, and it is low in winter like seasons. So anyway, it's a good source of energy. And okay, then next slide. Oh, there is some statements, some mathematical statements are there. No need. Next slide. Yeah, next slide. Okay, this is actually the photovoltaic power potential of solar potential around the world. You can see different places here. Is a map. In some areas, you can have red color, and in some areas there is green color. The strong red region is having higher solar light potential. For example, some part of Africa, southern and northern part of Africa, and especially when you check the Afghan area, you can see it is red in color. That means there is abundance or enough power, enough potential of solar is there. So the country like Afghanistan can use such potential, tap such a potential. But how much they are tapping, the government authorities, that we have to check. Now, from this graph, it is clear that the most suitable energy for Afghanistan is the solar energy. And the tapping is actually, or the collection, taking the energy out of it, that depends on the technology. If there are more, if the country is having more technology, or the people or having engineering background or having such a technological background is more, if more people are there, we can develop such technologies in these countries. So that means the education is very important. Education in various sectors, not only basic level education, the technical level education, the medical level type of educations, all are very important. Such education only will give the country a power to develop in a higher stage. So a country or a place will go high only if the place is having people with good qualification or good educational background. We can destroy a place or people by avoiding education. That is the best way to defeat a place. So that is the importance of the power, the knowledge. So I think that we have a lot of things to discuss and share, but due to the time constraints, I'm limiting my words. Now I am coming to a conclusion that the energy saving is very, very important. The energy saving or the energy conservation is not means that you have to switch off all lights and fans, or you have to make yourselves uncomfortable. That is not the matter. You have to be comfortable all the time, but you have not consumed so much power, so much electricity, so much. Don't use uh, electrical devices when you are not there. If you are there in a home, in a room, you can use light or fan. Suppose if you are moving out of the room, most people are doing that. They will not switch off, or they are always forgetting to switch off. That is the bad practice. So every people can conserve the electricity energy. It will help the nation develop more and more. If we switch off one light, we think that it is only a small amount. Not, it's a small amount. That's okay. But if thousands of people who are using or doing this practice, then it can create a lot of energy that will help in other sectors also. So these are the practices and the tips that I discussed here by connecting some devices in the kitchen, like mixie, washing machine, fan, fridge, etc. And I think that will give you some insight, so that if you do it or practice it in your home, you should have keep in mind the words shared by me. So shall I wind up?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Because of time constraints, can I wind up this session?
If your speech is done, we can continue. It's okay.
Okay, because we are taking a lot of time, and now you have your own activities programs there. So for today's evening, I have this opportunity to share my knowledge with you. And if you have any doubts or some confusions that I have shared in my speech, or any suggestions, doubts, whatever maybe you can share now. I am ready to discuss.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you, Professor, for such a compelling and insightful session. It was a big pleasure having you in today's webinar. Now we will move to an interactive segment, the question and answer session. We encourage you to please raise your hands if you have any questions. Dear all, if you have any concerns or questions, you can raise your hands and ask your questions from Professor. I will make sure that I will guide you guys through the questions. Any question? Yes. Robia. Okay, please mute yourself. Also, مایکایتون رو آف کنین یکی یکی سوال پرسان میکنه. رابیا ایوبی بفرمایید.
First of all, thank you, sir, for your great presentation. My question is in 2 points. We are using computers and mobile cell phones in our routine, and it's a very important part of our life. What's your point on energy conservation in these two things, cell phones and computers, and the other thing is AC? Although we are not using ACs in homes because of low electricity or low voltages, but it's normally used in office. Is there any point for energy conservation in AC or cooler, or what's your suggestion? Thank you.
Oh, okay. from the question, I understand that suppose if we use computers or mobiles in one hand, and the other things is cooler, isn't it? Cooler.
Yes, sir. A cooler and AC, air conditions.
Air conditions. Okay, okay, okay. So first, I will discuss the mobile phones and the computers. The mobile phone will take less amount of energy. It will take very, very less amount of energy. So it will not harm the energy rise or energy wastage. But the computer is having some higher rating device, say around 100 watts or like that. It will consume a lot of energy, not in a higher level, but never switch on it in the whole day. For example, some people use computer from the day beginning itself, and it will stop only at the end of the day. So that will consume a lot. If you don't want to use computer, you switch on or make it in a standby mode. You can make it in a standby or sleepy mode. That is almost okay. Never make it open for a long time. But suppose if you go out, never make it open or making in a working condition. You can keep it in a standby mode or sleeping mode. No need to switch off all the time. Okay. And then the next part is air condition and cooler. That's very important thing. Due to some time constraints, I have not discussed that thing that I will discuss now. The cooler is a device that also will consume a lot of energy. It has of different ratings like watts in 100, 200, 300 watts rating. That is a device, but you can use in an optimum way as you want. And the air condition is a device that consumes lot of energy, lot of energy. For example, its rating is in tons, say 1.5 tons or 2 tons. That 1 ton is equivalent to 1000 watts. 1000 watts is a very large capacity, and in using the system, say the air condition, usually we use sometimes people use in the daytime when the air is very hot or in a sunny day. Some people will use in the night time, in the sleeping time. And in sleeping time, you don't need to switch on the air conditioner AC all the time. There is no need. You switch on it when you start sleeping, and you suppose you for say for example 3 or 4 hours. You can switch off this air condition. That will not affect the air quality. Otherwise, it will always making on all the time. It will consume more. And the optimum temperature should be nearly or near to 26 degree in our case, but I don't know exactly what is the optimum temperature in your country. So here it's 26 degrees Celsius, and that is not in a very high cool level. It's an average temperature here. That according to the conditions, weather conditions in different areas. So anyway, this air condition is actually a necessity in our times, and it will not make it on all the time. You can use it in the night for 3 or 4 hours. Then the room will be entirely cooling condition, and then you can switch it off. And suppose if again the humidity or the something rises, you can again make it on like that. And this cooler having some other lungs problems, mostly from the latest findings. It will affect the our lungs, and such healthy problems are there, especially creating some some throat related problems. There are such good types of coolers are there with having lower humidity contents. Anyway, these two are important. The AC is more energy consuming or energy drinking device. That's my answer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. I would like to give the chance for Mr. Ismatullah Akbari, if you could ask your questions, please. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Sorry. Good night, everyone. The Chancellor of the University, Vice Chancellors, and everyone who are participating this webinar. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank our guest from India for joining us today or tonight and sharing their expertise with us. Your support is valuable to the students of this university, Women Online University. Thank you very much. I have a question, so if you let me raise my question. The question is, what are the most efficient and cost-effective solar panel technologies suitable for use in Afghanistan's rural areas, considering the local climate and limited maintenance resources? If you answered my question, it will be my pleasure. Thank you once again.
That you mean that what is the good type of solar panel to be used in rural areas, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So the solar panel technology has improved a lot from the last 10 years. Normally, or in the beginning, we have monocrystalline devices, monocrystalline, having only one single crystal device. Now, later it has changed to polycrystalline devices, having multiple number of silicon components are there. And then it will switch on to with the higher ratings or higher technology like half cut technology. That is one of the latest technology available with solar panels. Half cut. So that's actually a standard name for that. You can use it, or you can search in the website or there, or if you can go to if you can go to a shop and you say that you need half cut technology, that is the most good latest technology having efficiency. All solar panels having efficiency in the range 20 to 30%, but this new technology is having nearly coming to 30%, and you can use it the solar this type of panel. Actually, this technology development in solar panel is very high. It is in an increasing manner, especially in countries like Australia. Such countries having more good level of panels are developing there. So anyway, you can take it or purchase with this half cut technology, and it has more cost, but never try for smaller technology devices. If it is, even though it is having less price, it will create or it will make the efficiency low. So even though the cost is very high, you use the higher technology, highest technology available in the market, and you can use it. For example, for a home, if there are 3 or 4 people there in a home having not much higher loads, say for example, in a medium type of homes, you can have 3 kilowatts maximum. 3 kilowatts of solar panel is enough. If you are having an electric vehicle, such needs are there or such requirements are there, you can have or you can install a solar panel of around 5 kilowatts and more. So that is according to your load requirements. If a technician, if you can call a technician, then he will check your conditions, electrical load conditions there, and he will suggest a suitable design or suitable rating of your panel.
Dr. Jansen, thank you for your time and insight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I would like to give the mic for Ms. Najma Samkanai. Dia, please proceed with your question.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I hope you're doing well. First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Johnson, for delivering such an amazing lecture for us. And the view speech, we can get a lot of things about how to save energy in our home. Thank you so much. I have two questions. My first question is about that. Does the arrangement of institution in the energy industry helps or hinder the reduction of energy using the households or not? My second question about what should the temperature in our refrigerator or freeze be? It means what is the grade and temperatures is the okay to you can on the refrigerator and you can save the energy. Thank you.
Oh, I can't get the question due to maybe some network issue. Can you repeat that question once more?
Yeah, why not, sir? My first question is, does the arrangement of institution in the energy industry help or hinder the reduction of energy using households or not? And what should the grade or the temperatures that we can use in the refrigerator or freeze that we can save? It means what in which grade we can on our refrigerator or freeze that we can save energy. And other one is about the industry institution, the energy that we can on that. I hope you can
Sorry,
get
I
it, sir.
can't get that question. If anyone can ask that once more, I don't get it in a clear manner. So someone can, the anchor can share that question. Then it will be good for me.
One of the questions was about the refrigerator temperature. She just mentioned the how should be the limit, or is it in a specific limit that we need to continue according to that? If you could please answer this, and she will continue with the next question after that.
Okay. So you can get it anyway. If so you can chat to that question later. I will discuss that. Or some other questions are there. There's some hearing problem. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. We will come across to another question. If there's any other questions from anyone, Mariam Nouri, Ms. Mariam, please ask your question.
Hello, dear teacher. I hope you will be fine. First of all, I wanna thank you for your great webinar, and we are get a lot of things. So my question is about my major. It belongs to my major. Is this painting of the rooms affect and reflects in lighting? And if it's affect, which color do you think we should use to paint our rooms that help the energy? I hope you got.
Okay, I got that question. Your question is actually which type of color should be used in paint in the inside of a room, right? And okay, this is a good question. The color we should use normally light colors. If you use strong colors, it will largely absorb the light, so you don't get enough light reflection in the room. So normally you use light colors, like the best color is white and rose or green is also good. Green, the light green is very good, especially for reading or writing education purpose, because the light green color will give more energy and more comfortness in especially in the reading rooms. And the white light is more important. Why white paint is more important? Because white, the property of white is that it will reflect all the light that that act on it. It has the more property on reflecting. Whereas if you use, say, for example, black color, you won't get any light, because black has a property that it will absorb all light. So the light color is good. It can be.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. The next question we should get from Ms. Nahid Sadat. Any question? Please proceed.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well, and thank you, dear professor, for your useful information. So I just want to ask some question about a question about the solar. So what are the most significant unsolved mysteries regarding the sun's internal dynamics and its influence on solar activity?
Your question is about solar energy.
Sorry, Mr. Can you
repeat the question?
Okay, yes. So, what are the most significant unsolved mysteries regarding the sun's internal dynamics and its influence on solar activity? The differences that sun has, and also it can influence on solar activity. Sometimes we have lots of problems with solars also.
It's about solar energy.
Yes.
So you are. I hope that you are discussing the problems associated with the solar
Yes.
tapping.
Yes.
Especially in the homes. So do you
Yes.
have a solar panel installed in your home?
No, we don't have, but yes, our neighbors have.
No, not now. And what are the problems that you should expect according to your view? What is, say, can you say one of the
Okay, sometimes it's about the sound problem, sometimes it's different in Afghanistan, sometimes it can be about weather or different things. But as all, or we can say about the dynamics of sun.
با من تنید استاد مشکل مواجه شد تا دوباره جوین شوم. بسیار تشکر مسئولین عزیز. ماشاءالله افتخار هستین، افتخار افغانستان هستین، افتخار دانشگاه آنلاین زن هستین. ماشاءالله افتخار آفریدید، هر کدامت افتخار آفریدید. ماشاءالله این سهم فعالتان، از این صحبتتان، انگلیسی فهمیتان که علم روز است. ماشاءالله.
So I think this professor just left the meeting again. If there is not enough questions, we can continue the program.
شمس صاحب اگر آموزش به پنزه انجینری ما هست، شما صحبت ها رو با اونا بگذارین صحبت کنن. اگر استاد باز خواست که به سوال جواب بگن، همکاران هستن که وقت دانشجویان ما رو نگیرید.
درست است رئیسه. Um, So, first of all, thank you all for your participation, for thoughtful question and active engagement. To warm up, I invite Ms. Huda Muhammad, the estimated head of Civil Engineering Department, to deliver the closing remarks. If you're here, please proceed. Ms. Huda Muhammad.
از پانزه انجینری ما عامر صاحبان نیستن. رئیس انجینری هم بودن، تشریف داشتن، حضور ندارن. آن آمد پروفسور آمد هست.
Professor, can you hear us?
Thank you very much. Yes, I think Dr. Saab joined again the session. If the questions are there still, we will continue. If there is no questions, we will have closing remarks and appreciation from Dr. Saab for today's program. Let me see what will happen. I think Dr. Saab is there, so he can proceed with the question and answer session. Then we will have closing remarks.
Thank you, sir. Dear all, is there any question from Professor? You may proceed. You can raise up your hand and ask your question. Hamdard Saib.
Hello, everyone. I hope everything is going well. At the first, thank you so much for the brilliant lecture, Professor Johnson, and thank you for the efforts. I had a question from you, Professor, that does not shutting down the charger cause loss of electricity? Did we charge for any extra electricity or not? Because there are some people that say that if we leave the charger empty, will increase the electricity charge even if you don't charge the mobile phone. So I would be so happy if you told me, is it true or not?
That the question you are asking is to charge the mobile phone, will it cost more energy or not?
Yes, sir.
So actually I have answered that question. The charging of mobile phones will not give much energy because its rating is very low, very low. Suppose if you charge with a mobile phone for the whole day, actually it will not happen, because to charge a mobile phone battery you take at least half hour. The rating of the battery in the mobile phone is only in milliwatts, so it will not give so much power. So it is not a hindrance, or it's not an obstacle in energy conservation aspects. You can
Professor,
charge
I mean that if you leave the charger empty,
the mobile charger empty.
Yeah.
So that will actually affect the mobile phone, because the battery needs charging. If it is empty, what happens? It will drain. Its chemicals will be drained out. So it will. So the mobile phone will not use further. So always charge the mobile with a minimum battery level, especially from 20% to 90%. Never leave the battery empty. Is it the answer you expect?
Sir, if you want me, I can translate that in Hindi for you.
Sure, Hindi
I think you didn't catch the actual answer. वो कहना चाहते हैं कि जब आप अपनी चार्जर को खुला रखते हैं बिना फोन की कुछ लगाना नहीं है उसमें.
Madam, Hindi is not good for me.
He wants to ask about the charger. If the charger is empty and you didn't plug in your phone, the charger and the line is in the electricity and it's not something plugged in into. Is this actually going to cost the electricity or not?
That means the mobile charger you connect to the supply and you keep it there for a long time, is it?
No, that's not the question. When we are plugging in our charger, but not our phone, it's just the USB. Is this going to cost electricity or not?
Okay, okay. That is you charge the charger only, and you never use the mobile phone connected to it, right?
Something like that, yes.
Okay, okay. Suppose you are connecting the charger to the plug point, and you didn't use the load, for example, the mobile phone to it. Is it the issue?
Yes, sir.
That will not give any output, or that will not consume anything. If you connect the mobile phone at the end, then only the consumption will happen. You suppose you give the charger input or connect to the plug, and you keep their assets by switching on. It will not harm anything. It will not consume any power. But always try to switch off.
Yeah, thank you so much for your answer,
Ah,
sir.
yes.
We would like to take one more question from dear Humaira Mohammadi. If you could please ask your question. Thank you.
Okay.
In the name of Allah, good night for everyone. A special greeting to Dr. Johnson, a special greeting to both and their students. I have 3 questions. It's not too long, and thanks for your webinar and for your good information. The first question is what points should be considered to save electricity? And the second question, energy saving solutions. And the third question, what should be done to protect energy resources? Thank you so much.
So your last question is the energy sources.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, exactly.
So different types of energy sources.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, right.
Okay. Then. So energy sources, normally we are using fossil fuels for the energy use. Fossil fuels are the fuels, say, for example, petrol, diesel, etc., or natural gas we get from the petroleum products, and it is having higher carbon content. Now, most countries are not interested to use such technology. So we try for renewable energy. Renewable energy is the energy which can be renewed, it can be used again and again. It will not end in a short time. There is a plenty of energy available. For example, sun. The sun's range, or the sun's lifespan is actually around 5,500 crores, 500 crores of years has over. And it has also again a 500 crores of years are left there. And all the energy is given actually taken from the sun. Say, for example, wind or small hydroelectric projects, whatever may be, the energy actually comes from the sun. So sun is the only source of energy. And now every country or the world is going to these renewable sources like solar, wind, such geothermal, biomass, etc. And now the hydrogen is a new resource. So we use hydrogen for as a fuel for even in the vehicles also. The vehicles with hydrogen fuel is going to develop, and it has having higher amount of energy potential. And there is a fuel cell technology is also there. Fuel cell that is also having higher level of, and more types of energy sources are yet to be determined, and there is a lot of research is going on that area also. So my suggestion is they build with the renewable energy, that is having no carbon content or carbon credit. Such energy is the need of the hour. So that is the your question regarding the energy sources.
Thank you so
And
much for your good information. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all participation for their thoughtful question, active engagements. Let us conclude. I would like to also thank you, sir, for being in our program and contributing with us. It was a big pleasure having you in today's webinar. At the end of the session, I would like to have our civil engineering department to have some closing remarks. If you're here, please proceed with the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hope you're all doing great. Respected Chancellor Office, respected Academic Affairs Department, and Event Organizing Department. Thank you very much. In my mind, the committee and the organizer did a tremendous work toward this program. It was an effective, very good, and a program that we have learned, we have communicated, we had all the things here in this program. Thank you very much, Dr. Johnson. Your background is with academic, teaching, learning activities, and you did very good job, a tremendous work towards education. And this is a special thing. You did a lot of things through your careers, but this one is special because you did something to Afghan women, the women who are thirsty for education, who are committed towards learning. And I think you did something extraordinary for Afghanistan girls to learn an effective thing, the things which is with new trends and technology in engineering. We are very happy. Thank you very much for your contribution from you and from your university, and overall from the academic family of India. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the students. Students came here, learned, asked questions. They put some things here in order to listen all and move to our new trends. I think it was a great work from the Office of Event. I thank all the organizers, the announcers, all the departments who are working in social media and all these things. So you did a tremendous work. It is a great achievement for the university, and now we prove that we are top in virtual learning, and we are top in a country that people think that there is like something miss in the country, but we all know it is the answer, but we are in the top. Thank you very much. It was my closing remark today. I'm very happy that we have did something from our university and from our faculty. As a faculty dean, I welcomed all the academics, peoples from India, from your university, and from all the team that you have, that to continue these webinars, these seminars, and it is a guarantee that you will never fall, that you did something like very easy. It is a good job that you are doing for Afghanistan women. Thank you, Dr. Saib. Thank you, Chancellor Office. Thank you, Academic Affairs Department. Thank you, the Event Organizing Department. Thank you, the Media Departments toward online Women Online University. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your